Right, so let's start.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, well, good evening, good morning, everyone. People who are joining from India, people who are joining from Canada, specifically in Dubai itself. So I'm actually going to talk about our latest project, which is called Equity Gates, which is specifically not in the market yet, but yes, definitely we're going to talk about that, and we are going to launch it officially in next 2 to 3 weeks from now. We have already started taking expression of interest for the same, and I'll walk you through the entire thing, the entire details. For definitely for people in Dubai, they have a good understanding of what area we're talking about. But for India, specifically for in Canada, I need to start right from the scratch. So I would highly appreciate you guys to take notes. I will try to go through all the important aspects and all the USPs and each and every single thing about it. I would highly recommend to take a notes for that. And in case by the end of this presentation, if you guys have got any questions or any confusion, feel free to ask me like one by one, and I will try to clear all your doubts. Right? So good to go, right?
Right.
Great. So let me take you through to the model itself. All right. Okay. We're starting from here. The project, first of all, is called Equity Gates. Right. Now, if we talk about the location, this is specifically located in Jabal Ali downtown. Now, this area specifically, which you're seeing here, this is Sheikh Zayed Road. Now, this Sheikh Zayed Road is going towards Abu Dhabi. This is coming from Abu Dhabi towards Dubai. And our building is located right on Sheikh Zayed. And this is Palm Jabal Ali, which is a new, you can say the new trend in Dubai. This is a newly, you can say, an apartment. Sorry, we have got it's a mixed use. In terms of Nakhil, the new development where they have got the residential plots, commercial, where they'll be having villas, they'll be having resorts, like more than 40 resorts are coming this side. So if we talk about this place specifically, is my voice clear? Because I was getting, is my voice clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Is everything clear?
Yeah.
All right, because I was getting a call, so I was just trying to make understand. Okay, now here, this is the latest launch where people, they were like literally in the queues. If you can see in past last week, now this font were released, and minimum 15 to 20 million dirhams were the ticket price for this area specifically. Now we're talking about this price, which is, this side, which is right opposite side, this area specifically. Now this area is called Javza. Javza is here, Jabal Ali Free Zone. And this area specifically is the residential community. Okay, for people who don't know about Javza, there are more than 8,700 companies in this side. 8,700 companies, and they are employing, they're having more than 130 people, 130,000 employed for the time being.
Zishan, but your voice is a bit low, just with a bit of louder.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Is it okay now? Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay. Now I was talking about in this area, if you Google it, I'll be sharing you some links, and I will be sharing you some renders, like once we're done with the presentation. This area itself, Javza, it's a house of more than 8,000 to close to 9,000 companies, all the big giants in UAE, basically in the world, basically, who are employing more than 130,000 employees. And if we specifically talk about this area, this area is covering up 23.8% of foreign direct investments of UAE. 23.8%. So remember this figure. This is going to be a game changer. This place is going to be something really different. This place is the future of Dubai, because Dubai, this side is done. Dubai, this side is gone. It's all finished. Burj Khalifa is okay, done. Downtown, Madan, and Barsha, JBR, JLT, all these things, this side is done. So we're talking about this portion of Dubai. Now, I was talking about the location in Jabal Ali downtown. This building is already done. Building structure is ready, and this is how the building is going to look like. If we talk about this whole building itself, this is there's a ground, 3 podiums, and 14th story overall. All right. So you can write down ground, 3 level of podiums, and 14th story building, in which I have got the combination of studios, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedrooms. Right. Now, in each floor, whatever, like, in the entire 14th floor, like each floor, we're having 21 apartments, out of which, if we specifically decide, divide the entire breakdown of, how does the unit size look like? In each apartment, we're having 8 studios, 11 1 bedrooms. This side, this portion is for 3 bedrooms. You can say 1 bedroom in each floor, and one unit of 2 bedrooms each floor. So basically, 21 units, in which we're talking about 11 1 bedrooms, 8 studios, 1 apartment for 3 bedroom, and 1 apartment for 2 bedroom. So basically, we're more focusing on 1 bedrooms and studios, which is facing this side, this portion, and which is covering up this specific portion of the building. Now, the good thing about the apartments, the good thing about the quality, I'll just show you. I'll just walk you through from the quality which we're talking about. This is how it is going to look like. Even more beautiful than this. And it is going to be fully furnished. I will be sharing you this video. And apart from that, as you can see here, the construction quality. As you can see here, what we're using, the materials inside which we're using is actually all branded. Grohi is the one which we're using. This is actually our existing project, which is called Equiti Arcades. We're using the same sample, but on reality, we're going to make it even more beautiful than this. Even, you can say, the upgraded version of this. So it is going to be even more of luxury in terms of the finest touches which we're going to give is going to be even more better than this. So of course, as you can see here, this is one of the luxury apartment which we're talking about. So it is going to be even more beautiful than this. Now, the excited part, the good part, which is yet to come, which I'm going to talk about now, is that I'm specifically offering, in this project, a guaranteed 10% return. 10% ROI. 10% means if it's a studio, if it's a 1 bedroom, if it's a 2 bedroom, or if it's a 3 bedroom, let it be whatever. Regardless, I'll tell you, 600,000 is the starting ticket range. Ticket range of studio. 1 bedroom is somewhere around 790 to 800,000. 2 bedrooms is we're talking about 1.4 million, and 3 bedrooms is around close to 1.45 is the starting price. So whatever you're buying, make sure you're getting 10% ROI for next 5 years. Now, this is something which is never been offered in Dubai. It has never been given to any of the developer. First of all, the quality. Secondly, of course, the location this is a hot cake right now in Dubai, because this is what the trend is now. Because Palm Jabal Ali launched, it was on dormant at some time, but now this project is awake. This project is on live now, and it is in huge demand. And this is the future of Dubai, which I'm talking about, because Jafza is something where people are actually going to make good money in terms of capital growth, capital appreciation, and the future of Dubai specifically. So considering 10% ROI for 5 years, this is what we're going to speak about in this thing. Now, we're offering 2 different options. Like, for example, ROI is meant for someone who is investing. How about there is someone who literally wants to stay, who is going to use for himself? For that reason, we are justifying by giving 5 years post-handover payment plan. Now, this 5-year post-handover payment plan, how does it go? It goes in such a way that 30% of the total value they are going to pay during the time of construction. 20% will be paid during the time of handover, and 50% in 5 years. So either the person, or if it's an investor, he's going to get 10% return, or he can get 5 years post-handover payment plan, depending on what actually he's looking at. So it's a win-win situation. If it's an end user, he's getting 5 years post-handover. If it's an investor, he's getting 10% guaranteed. So both the ways we are covering up the entire market. We're covering up the entire people. Okay, now we've spoken about the location. Location-wise, we're very much clear. We've spoken about like what is going to come up down there. Of course, the future of Dubai, because Dubai this side is done now. Dubai is recovering towards Dubai South. Dubai is focusing on like towards the Jabal Ali downtown, and Dubai is focusing towards Furjan area. So these are the three key areas where Dubai is actually putting their eyes on in terms of capital growth, in terms of all capital appreciation, in terms of like a good rental yield is going to come down from this area now. So the location is clear, the product is clear, which I'm talking about: studio, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom, plus 3 bedrooms as well. And to be very specific, 10% guaranteed returns. That is something which is going to make it slightly different from others for 5 years. Now, payment plan is in such a way that like it goes by 30-70. Like if someone is talking about 5 years post payment plan, right? So 5% is the booking amount, 15% after 1 month, and another 1 month, 10%. So which makes it 30%, and remaining 70% will be paid on completion. The completion is on December 2024, next year end. So by completion, if the whole 70% is done, you will be entitled, you will be getting 10% return at the end of every year for next 5 years. Now, this is one thing. Or vice versa, if someone is talking about 30% during construction, 20% on completion, and 50% for 5 years. So this is the post tenure which we're talking about. Now, the best part, which is going to make it different in the entire industry, in the entire real estate thing, for the very first time, this is a very important thing for the bulk buyers. So they should make a note of it. For an investor who is talking about more than 5 units to 6 units altogether, so we consider it like a bulk deal. 5 units is a combination of studios, is a combination of 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, or depending on this thing, but minimum should be 5. Now, what is going to happen is that they will be paying 30% during construction, 20% on handover, and the remaining 50% he'll not pay anything for next 5 years. I mean, if he's talking about the entire floor, for example, there's like, let's say like there are 20 units. Let's say I'm just assuming there are actually 21 units, but I'm just saying let's assume 20 units. So he's paying for the entire amount 50%, like 30% during construction, 20% on handover, and remaining 50% he's not paying at all. And for next 5 years, we'll be covering him up for the entire thing. So after end of 5 years, it will be whatever the value is going to be adjusted, and we'll at the end of 5 years we'll be just seeing like whatever the service charges will be there, because we're expecting between 13 to 15 dirhams service fees for this building. And end of 5 years, we'll just go through from that point, from this portion, whatever is there. Otherwise, like you're good to go for with paying just 50%, and the remaining 50% is going to be paid by itself, by the return itself. So this is something very new, which has never been given and never been offered. So for that reason, we're taking expression of interest of 20,000 dirhams of each unit. And the bookings have already started. Today, we had a very productive day. Tomorrow is Sunday, and still we're having so many clients coming in. We're expecting a good footfall in our office. So for the people who are actually in Dubai, they're most welcome to come over to Dubai office. They're pretty much aware of the location. So they can come over, they can select the unit, and they can give us the expression of interest of 20,000 of each unit. And for our overseas clients, they are most welcome to call me, to reach me up. And we are good to give I mean, the same thing. So there is no discount policy. There is nothing, because anyways, the price is already justifying itself. There is no comparison. I mean, if the client is saying that, okay, let me go, let me check. So without giving a second thought, you can say that there is no comparison. There is no competition. There is no one in the market is offering such low prices, such good quality, and such returns in the market. So I think I'm just trying to, I think I covered the entire thing. If you guys have any question, you guys can ask me.
Okay, so if anybody is having any doubt, if you want to ask anything to Mr. Zishan, you can ask. Otherwise, I think Zishan, you have given a very amazing presentation. Compared your in terms of price, in terms of returns, each and everything. Everything is, it's amazing. So, guys, if you want to ask anything, if you have any doubts in your mind, you can ask him.
Yeah, I have one question.
Okay, go on.
Yes, please.
Yeah, sir, how the client will pay remaining 50% of the amount? You
Okay.
have said that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You have
So you're
said
talking
that,
about the breakdown.
yeah, you have told that 50% amount he has to pay, and the remaining 50% amount he has not to pay, or how to pay. I just want to have a clarity on this.
Okay, great. I will give you the breakdown of the entire thing. So if you want, you can write down. For the booking, of course, as I just mentioned, that we are taking only 20,000 for now. We're just taking 20,000 dirhams for just to book the unit, just to take as an expression of interest. Now, if you have any client, talking about minimum of 5 units or more, so we consider it as a bulk deal. For that reason, he will pay 5% the booking amount, first of all, 5%. After 1 month, he pay another 15% plus 4% DLD, so which makes it 20%. Then another 1 month, he'll pay another 10%, which makes it 30%. Okay, now the handover is on Q4 2024, which is December 24. At that point, he will be paying us 20%. So 30 before, 20 now. That's it. And for the remaining, remaining amount, he is not going to pay us anything. Whatever the income is good, because we will operate, we will do every single thing, we will run and manage the whole show. Client is not going to pay us for next 5 years, and this amount, whatever we're going to generate, is going to be paid automatically to his towards his investment. And the end of 5 years, he'll be the owner of the entire thing. He'll be just paying us the remaining. We'll calculate whatever the he just need to take care of the service charges. That's it. There is nothing to be paid from his side. So basically, he's just paying 50%. Remaining 50% he's not paying. He'll just take care of the service charges, which is between 13 to 15 dirhams.
Yeah. So I think Gaurav, now you
Okay, thanks, sir.
Clear?
I have a question.
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes. Great. All right.
Yeah, I
Yes,
have a question. I just want to know that this EOI which you are collecting is refundable or not?
Okay.
Suppose
it's
after...
refundable in the correct. Good question. What we're actually doing is that we're accepting. We have already started accepting expression of interest of 20,000 dirhams. So in case if we are unable to provide you the unit, like for example, as I'm telling you, my price range for a studio, I'm just giving an example now, is between 600,000 to 650,000. If I'm unable to give you the unit, then 100% I will refund you. If the client is backing out and I have a unit available and I got the EOI, expression of interest, then in this case, it is not refundable. So in case if I don't have a unit, I can give it back to you. But once I confirm, because I'm going to not offer to any of the other clients, because EOI for me is something like a deposit. So if I'm not having a unit, yes, then I'll refund it back to you. Otherwise, it's booked, it's considered as booking, and we will hold this unit because based on this 20,000 dirhams.
And also the price will be the same which you're quoting, right? 600 to 650 for a studio. It won't be more than that.
Correct. Now, if I just take you through again, will be even more nicer for you to understand. See, the building is starting from, like, for example, this is the building. Now, this front portion is facing towards Sheikh Zayed Road. Exactly on Sheikh Zayed. As you see here, this is the one, this is the building. So this is Sheikh Zayed. So this building, this portion is facing towards Sheikh Zayed. So we're actually starting units from here, from this portion. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is basically, you can say, the apartments which is facing the other open view of Sheikh Zayed. Of course, there'll be a Sheikh Zayed view from that side as well. So these studio apartments are here, and this one, and we have got this view, like, from the swimming pool, and this open view as well. Now, the client can at least tell us the preference, like, this, since it is 14-story building, So client can give us the preference that he's looking for a higher floor, he's looking at the lower floor, he's looking at the mid floor. And so he can give us the preferences only. That this is my preference and my budget is between, yes, I can go up to 650,000. All right. So we'll assign him unit accordingly. But if the client says that my budget is 600,000 only, so still I can collect the unit, I can still collect the EOI. And the client says that, my budget is 600 and I'm not going to go more than 600 at all at any cost. Now, with this side, if I have a unit for 600,000, I will be keeping this EOI. I'll keep it and I'll tell you, yes, I have a unit. But if I don't have, for example, I have for 630,000, then I'll tell you that either you want, I'll give you this 20,000 back because I don't have 600,000, 630. If you guys are okay, then we can proceed further. Otherwise, take your token back. And thank you very much. I hope I'm clear. Hello?
Yes, thank you.
All right, great. So, again, I think I just missed on some amenities. If we talk about this building we are having, there is at the reception, there is a residence lounge. There is a co-working space area, which I'll be sharing you some renders, which will be definitely helping you out in terms of giving all the amenities. There is a pool, a very nice pool here. There is kids play area, as you guys can see here. There is jogging track on this side. There are retail stores down here. So you can see, if I'll be sharing you the renders, you will see by yourself very soon, once we're officially launched, I'll be sharing you the renders and the pictures. You will be amazed to see. You will not be able to differentiate between a 5-star hotel and this residence, because the interior and the amount of the sense of luxury what we have put in for this project, trust me, it goes by itself. So just by seeing it, just to show you this one, this is just as a show apartment of our existing project. Now this is going to be even more beautiful than this and fully furnished. So with the price range which I'm talking about, and with the with the entire process which we have for an end user and for an investor, that's definitely a yes. That's a win-win situation.
Okay. So Zishan, can I ask you one thing about your background, about your equity developer? How many projects you have delivered in Dubai and everything? Just because we have some investors from India who used to ask such questions, that how many projects we have delivered and what's your background. So I think
very good. Now I have a brochure for this. I'll be sharing in our group. Okay. So better, if you see the PDF, so that you can send it to your clients, you can send it to your investors. But yes, I will show you. I would like to show.
Again, you're not, your voice is not clear. You're not audible. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see this?
Forbes.
Can you see this? Forbes.
Yeah.
Forbes Global Properties.
Yeah.
We are the only authentic source. We are the only authentic, reliable partner of Forbes in the Middle East. So basically, whatever the ratings they do, whatever whatever the justification or whatever the theories they come up with. So in terms of a real estate, we are the authentic source. So it justifies who I am.
Okay.
So there is no one in GCC. No one in GCC except me.
Okay.
So we have, as you can see here, so we are in partner with Forbes, and it's a joint venture. As you see here, Refine.
Okay.
So Refine Development is the one. B&H is the contractor, the developer who's making it, and is just like the one who's making the building. As you see here, we have got Equity Collections by B&H. So B&H is our joint venture. We are Refine and we are Forbes. So basically, we are this one and B&H. So it's a joint venture between B&H and Refine. I'll be sharing you the profile so that you guys will go through. You guys will understand what projects I've done and what things I've done. So I think the name itself understands, it justifies the position. And again, another good thing about Refine, about our projects, about equity projects, is that we make things first. We make the entire building first. Like if you talk about the same building, the whole building is ready. And this is the point when we're starting the entire process, where we're actually starting to sell in the market. And we just named it right now. Otherwise, of course, who does it? For the new launches, then there is nothing, right? It's just like an empty plot where they start selling, start getting EOIs. But for this building, since the whole thing is done, and this is the point which shows that the developer is not dependent on investors' money, that my money comes in and then, yes, we'll do something. And this practice we have been doing for all the projects.
Okay, for all the projects.
All the projects, mostly. Like we make things first and then we sell. So it shows that, we're not looking for anything. So we just make things and then the name goes by itself. So that's the good thing about it.
So we have a PDF brochure of this project also.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be sharing I'll be sharing you the PDF brochure so that you guys can go through, and in which we'll be having a track record of things. There are some things which are yet to. By the way, we've got a record.
Your voice is a bit low, Mr. Zishan. Again, your voice is low. Stay a bit louder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it fine? Is it
Now,
fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that we'll be having a good track record, and in terms of giving things basically on time and selling. By the way, in this building where I'm right now, these apartments again got sold out at at no time, in matter of months, where the developers they struggle to sell their properties. But here, with the small team size, we were not like as big giants when they're having a sales force of like 200 people, 100 people. Now, like only few of us hand count people, and the entire things got sold out. Because of what? Because of the name, and definitely the good reputation in the market, and having a good understanding of things. Yeah. So offering the sizes, the prices, and specifically this 10% return, or 5 years post handover, or for the bulk buyer, this 50% thing. I mean, there is no comparison. There is no one in the market to benchmark.
Exactly. So guys, I think it's going to be a very great opportunity for all of us, just because we are getting everything. If any investor from India, Canada, and anywhere of the world want to invest their money in Dubai, so I think this is going to be one of the best projects that we have right now. And Mr. Zishani is going to help us in closing the transaction. Whatever information and details we need, we have the contact number of Mr. Zishani. He's going to help us in everything. So in the end, if you have any doubts, if you want to ask anything, you can ask Mr. Zishan. Otherwise, we are going to coordinate with Mr. Zishan later on. And I have recorded a session. Yeah. If there is anybody who is joining late, so I'm going to share the recordings with you so that you can understand each and everything about it. All right. So Mr. Zishan, I think everything is clear, just because we have a team who is already selling Dubai very fastly. We have recently our past record, maybe you know or not, that we are very good at doing business. Most of the investors we have from India. So I think we are going to give you a very great business from India, from Canada, from Dubai, because we have. Yeah. So if in the end, if you want to conclude anything, just say, and we are going to conclude anything.
Yeah. Any questions? Because I was just trying to cover up the entire thing. The units availability, yes, is there. And for now, I would highly recommend you guys to go for bulk deals, because this offer is never been given. Like it's something like it's buy one get one free kind of thing. Actually, we're not putting up things in this way that it should. For example, if it was a developer, we could have branded these things like buy one get one. So this is how it is, but we're not just doing it. So actually, my tools are you guys to spread across the world, to spread across the things, because definitely we're the one jointly working together in terms of spreading the message across, and in terms of any clarity, in terms of any single thing. I'll always be available in Dubai, on phone call, on a message, on WhatsApp, whenever you want me to help you out with any clarifications. I'll be more than happy to assist you right away.
Thank you so much, guys, and Mr. Zishan, thank you so much. And just share all the details with Mr. Ritesh Kumar. Otherwise, I think that we have created a group. We haven't
yes.
right now, so we'll create it. And please share all the information about the project, so we can start pitching to our clients. Because I think from now everybody understood the project, about the returns, about the location, each and everything.
Yes.
So now we can start working on it properly. So thank you so much.
Sure.
And still, if you want to ask anything, you can ask. Otherwise, we are going to end this session.
Yeah, just confirming, is it a 10% ROI, no?
Yeah, it's 10%.
Yes, 10% return.
Okay.
But one more thing, just to I think no one asked me, the service fees, they just need to pay the service fees as well, because we give him 10% return, but service fees is not included, so he has to pay service fees. This will be between 13 to 15 dirham. It's not a big amount, So if we talk about net, so net amount, maybe it will be somewhere around 9%. So net, I'm talking about 9%. But yes, in the contract, we'll write down 10%.
Okay.
So client
So
Hanji.
excluding, including service charge, it will be 9%.
Yes, including service charges, it will be at net 9% roughly. But we will give 10%. We'll give you 10% return of whatever the amount. Let it be, for example, if he's buying a studio for 600 to 650,000, okay, this is the range. If it's a one bedroom, between 800,000 to 1 million dirhams. If it's a 1 million, so 100,000 dirhams for next 5 years. So 500,000 is confirmed. Minus the service charges, he has to pay. Definitely, we'll acknowledge him. We'll tell him that service charges is this much. And if it's a 2 bedroom, roughly 1.4 million to 1.55 million. And for 3 bedroom, again, the same, because there is no big difference between 3 bedroom and 2 bedroom. This is almost the same. So the same thing entirely. Whatever the ticket size is, just add on 5%. Number of units, add on 10%. The same thing.
So I have a question. You said 5 years you don't have to pay. That's only if you are not living yourself. But what if it is an end user?
Yes, if it's an end user, then in this case, definitely he's not going to give us the apartment. He's going to stay for himself. But yes, we'll offer him 5 years post handover then. The plan for 5 years, that he is not going to pay us the entire amount now. Pay us in next 5 years.
And any idea how much is it going to be?
Yes, for that reason, like 30%, the client is going to pay us during the time of construction. 20% he is going to pay us on handover, which makes it 50, and the remaining 50% in 5 years. So we divide 50 into 60 months, which is 0.8% per month. Yes,
0.8 plus the maintenance.
Yes, per annum. Correct. Per annum. So per annum, he'll be paying 0.8%. 0.8% is per month. So roughly, I'm talking about 10% per month. If it's a 50%, so 10%. So 10% per month. I mean, every 6 months. So 6 months is every 6 months, 5%.
Sorry. Zishan bhai, hi, Manish side.
Yeah, Manish.
Bhai, that was a wonderful presentation. First
My
of
pleasure,
all,
brother.
Second thing, this rental assurance we are gonna give for 5 years. Am I right?
Correct. We're giving for 5 years.
Okay. One thing. Second thing is that if somebody is like a person for self-use and he want to take a mortgage on rest of the amount, so rather than giving him a 5 years payment plan, can we discount on the prices?
There is zero discount on this time now. We are not talking about any discount.
So how can if
yeah, so for in that case, if the client wants to go with the mortgage, okay, now this is a different thing. We have offered 5 years post payment plan, so he should apply for that. But if he's an end user, now this thing is, I mean, there are exceptions, but for exceptions, I need to check again. I need to get back since it's just a, like we just spoke about that. But yes, that's a very, valid question where the client is going to stay for himself with the bank mortgage 30/70, then we can offer him. There has to be something, but again, I need to check on this note that if there is some clarity, like I'll get back to you on that. If the client is not going to take 5 years, if he's denying the fact that I don't want post handover, I'm going with the mortgage. So in this case, I'll check on that, because since we had this couple of clients who are asking the same, and we are yet to finalize on a specific decision for such clients. But I'll get back to you on that.
So like 10%, whatever you are giving on rental, discount that 10%.
The 10% rental is for someone who's paying us 30% during construction and 70% on completion. And we will take care of his property for next 5 years. So 10% is assured. 10%
is assured.
And he's not going to use it. He's not going to use it. He will not use it.
I got it. So if you can give me a clarity on this, that will be good for the end user perspective. Rest for the investment perspective, it is all clear.
Yeah, I think investment perspective is very much clear. For end user, as you just mentioned, that if he is not taking 10 years, 5 years post handover, since he's going for a mortgage, this case we had it today, and we are going to clarify that as soon as possible.
Sure.
And how about the commercial units? Are you selling them or you're keeping them for yourself?
We have commercial units available, and we will be accepting EOIs, but until further notice, because till now we have just confirmation for the residential units. And even the escrow is not done because, see, as per the policies of Dubai, as per this policy anywhere, I don't know, I mean, in India or Canada, I'm not much aware, but in Dubai, you cannot sell anything until it is listed or it is registered in DLD, Dubai Land Department. So what, as a developer, what we have done is that we have we have constructed the entire building, and now since this is the point when we thought that we should start selling now. So yes, it is already gone to Land Department, and we are under process to get the clarification, and that's one of the reason I'm not able to get you these renders and all these things, because it's prohibited and it's completely not allowed to sell it. I mean, to sell it across until we have the DLD approval. So very soon I'll be getting you all these things, and within maximum 2 to 3 weeks. Between 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have this clarity. We'll have this DLD done. We'll have this escrow done, and then, of course, we're good to go in terms of giving you all the renders and the confirmation. So once that confirmation of commercial unit is done, and by that time I'll be having the confirmation of rental of the retail units as well. But yes, we will be accepting the EOIs for rental as well, for retail as well.
Okay. So let's say you said 5 units minimum. If somebody combines a commercial and residential, does it still count as 5, or it has to be 5 residential only?
5 residential units. No matter you're taking a combination of a studio, 1 bedroom, or 2 bedrooms, or 3 bedrooms, no matter you're taking entire studios or you're taking the entire floor, so it has to be a minimum of 5. But there is no the coverage is not from the retail side. It has to be from the residential side only.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
So a single buyer, I mean, who's taking it for self-use, he cannot do it right now.
Single for? I didn't get the question.
If I am a buyer for a 2-bedroom, let's suppose, and I want to buy it for myself, because a buyer who wants to buy it for himself, he won't buy 5.
Okay. So
how will it go
it
for
has
him?
To be one single person. It has to be one specific person. It's not like they can go one specific person can book 5 units. Why not?
You didn't get me. मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ कि अगर मान लीजिए कि कोई बायर है जो कि अपने लिए सेल्फ यूज के लिए प्रॉपर्टी खरीदना चाह रहा है,
सेल्फ यूज के लिए, ओके सेल्फ यूज के लिए,
तो वो 5 यूनिट नहीं लेगा ना, वो तो एक सिंगल यूनिट लेगा।
सेल्फ बाकी इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए,
हाँ जी,
बाकी इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए रख ले, बाकी आरओआई के लिए रख ले। अगर उसने अगर आपके फिर 6 ले ले, कम से कम फिर 6 ले ले या 5, चलो कोई मसला नहीं है, आप उसको इस तरीके से कर सकते हैं। इन दैट केस
मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि जो सेल्फ यूज के लिए ही लेना चाह रहा है, इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए लेना ही नहीं चाह रहा, तो सिंगल यूनिट अभी अवेलेबल नहीं है, अभी हम सेल नहीं कर रहे हैं।
No, we are doing it. We are taking it. Yes, we are accepting you.
So what is the difference between a bulk deal? What is the difference between a bulk deal and a person who's buying it for his self use?
See, the bulk deal is okay. Bulk deal is in just make bulk deal in such a way that for bulk buyers, they're paying 30% during construction, 20% on completion, and remaining 50% they're not paying at all. Where one specific person, if he's buying 1 unit or 2 units, for example, then in that case he has to pay 30% and he has to pay 70% as well in order to qualify for 10% ROI. So he has to complete the payment. One single person, he the entire amount, 30% during construction and 7% on handover.
For a bulk deal customer, he has to pay only 40%. 50%. Rest 50% will be managed through this rental part. Is it?
Thank you very much. Yes, it is going to be covered by us. Like, by as a company, we'll take care of the whole thing. He'll be just paying us 50% in next 5 years, and he's going to say us bye-bye, not paying us. We'll not ask him for money.
But you'll be asking for this service charges, right?
Of course, there are service charges. and like whatever. So definitely we will rent it out. We will we'll rent do the entire thing. And end of 5 years, we'll sit down and we'll tell him that whatever we have been done, we'll speak to him accordingly. But yes, he's not going to pay us anything. 50%
So during
is
these,
his.
so
Sorry?
during these 5 years, can he sell the property or not?
No, at that time, how can he sell? Because then it's something like a breach of contract, because he has made a contract. So in that case, he has to give us an indication right from the beginning, like he might have some kind of this thing, because of course then, because we're going to make a contract accordingly that he's not going to pay us, or
My point is that supposingly the unit is for 600,000, supposingly, right? The market at that point of time says that now the studio will be at 700,000. He want to exit out of the property, and the same thing, which is like 50% we are covering from the rental part, will be applicable
Correct.
to the second person.
Yeah, definitely. But again, in case, for example, see, if he's taking or if he's trying to sell any of the unit, if he's breaking the contract, because minimum is 5 units, and if he's taking, for example, 1 unit out, then the whole contract is over. Then he cannot do anything. The clarity is for minimum for five units to keep it in such a way. But yes, if it's more than 5 units, or 6 or 7 units, in this case, yes, we can try, since he's keeping at least 5 and he's got some more units. In this case, like we can check, but again, as per the management's approval, because right now this is again on a very early stage, or an EOI. This is as per expression of interest, and this is something like he'll be. This is our offer, and of course, like during once we have got the clarity, like once we have got everything done, by that time, definitely before signing the contract, we'll make each and every word clear. That yes, if he's having these many numbers of units, if he's having, for example, 7 units or 6 units minimum, he's keeping minimum for 5 for us to cover this 50%, and he's taking 1 or 2 to resale or this thing. So yes, this can be acknowledged at that point of time. But will, based on the management,
when we are giving the possession,
December 24, quarter 4, 2024.
Quarter 4, 2024, is it within a year?
Yes, next year, end of next year.
So what is the status of this building right now?
The whole structure is ready. Structure is ready. The entire thing is ready. Yes.
Okay. So supposingly some investor is there, so his amount in a sense would be stuck for 4 years. Am I right? But he's taking in half of the price.
Yes, exactly. He's just paying in, if he's for a bulk buyer, he's taking it on half of the price, of 50%.
Got it.
Great.
Okay, so I think everything is clear now. Guys, if you want to ask anything, you can ask. So I think, Zishan, we are done for today. So from now we'll start working on this project. We're focusing on this, and from tomorrow, just share all the information with us so that we can start, sharing it with our clients and all.
Yeah, for now, actually, I've shared, I think that WhatsApp message, and then like there is a small flyer which we made, and apart from that, I've got I think a small video, something like a teaser.
Okay.
So for now, at this point, we are at a very early stage. We'll be providing you with all the marketing materials. We'll be providing you with each and every single tool, and if you guys are doing any kind of like open house, I'll be more than happy, like once the escrow is done, so I'll be more than happy to available for you guys at any point of time. But yes, we just need to wait for some time, because I know there is something like I have some material to show, which is strictly prohibited in terms of spreading it across, like this thing, like as per the policies.
I think
The client who's coming to,
it's a soft launch. That's why you don't have anything right now to share. But when you're officially going to launch this project, so how much time it will take?
Within three weeks, you can say, officially within 3 weeks maximum. But yes, someone who is in Dubai, they have this advantage to come to meet me up. In my laptop, actually, it's designed. The IT made it in such a way that I cannot send it. The file is like read only.
Okay.
I have the file.
Okay.
I have the material to show it to the clients. But today, like even tomorrow, it's a Sunday. But again, the footfall is going to be something really crazy because people are coming down here, and of course, based on their interest, either their agents are coming or the clients themselves are coming. So I have this the read-only thing in my laptop where I can show, I can see, I mean, I can show them I can give them some kind of an understanding, and based on that, we're taking expression of interest of 20,000 dirhams against each unit. So I'll be more than happy to at least give you some more information once the client is in the office.
Okay, sure. So thank you so much.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I think we are only agents in this group.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
okay to talk about
Yeah.
commissions?
Yeah, please.
6%. That's a promotional. Yes, that's a promotion that we're giving 6% discount. Oh, sorry, 6% commission, and it goes in such a way that initial booking is 5%, and right after 5% there is after 1 month there is 15% plus 4%, so which makes it 20. So once the 20% is done plus 4%, the client signs SPA. So right after SPA, 1 month you get 3%. And then after that 15%, the next month, the client has to pay another 10%. So which makes it 30. So on 30, you can justify or you can qualify for another 3 more percent. In case if your client is paying the entire 30% plus 4% right away, you will qualify or you'll get the entire 6% right away at one go.
All right.
And how does the channel partner works? Let's say if I introduce another agent, how does that work?
For an agent, so I need to take care of this part because since we are actually open to work with agencies, so I mean, we're just taking care of the channel partners. But of course, on the new, I mean, if he comes directly, like without any notification, without, okay, I can personally take care of this thing. But how about if he comes through another channel? If he directly introduce himself as a like advisor, property advisor, and ask us for registration, then we have no other option to register him. So if it's through you, definitely I'll not entertain anyone, like since you are taking care of that part. But
Yes,
of course, to control this thing, this is like
Simi, if you have any agent who just want to work with us, I think you should talk to Mr. Ritesh because I'm here to take care of all the channel partners who are working as a freelancer. So I think this is the question you should ask with Mr. Ritesh. He's going to give you a very clarity on this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. So I think now everything is clear now, and now I think हम session wind up करना चाहिए. If anybody would like to ask anything, we have Mrs. Ishan's number, so we'll float in the group, so we'll get each and every information about it, about the project. All right. Thank you so much, Zishan bhai. It's an amazing presentation by you, and hopefully a very amazing business with you from tomorrow.
Inshallah. I would love to, and really forward for you guys. Wishing you all the best, and in case of anything, I'll be more than happy to assist you anytime.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.